News on the go in Johannesburg. The ANC, of course, leading a wreath-laying ceremony at the gravesite of struggle stalwart Albertina Sisulu in Johannesburg. It seems the Secretary General of the organization, Fikile Mbalula, is currently addressing the media. Let's listen in.
The Secretary General of the ANC Women's League. Any takers, newsroom?
Tunya Kumalo from Newsroom Africa. SG, I think the question would be asked on some of the children from the Sisulu family, Lindiwe Sisulu, Max Sisulu, were they invited to this event? Because we didn't see them attending this event today.
The family was invited, there's no doubt about it, and so you would have heard from the grandchildren. So families decide who must attend. And we are honored for that because they carry on the baton, and they also need to learn from special occasions of this nature. The Sisulu family is a very organized, dignified family, and so they are very organized in a way that an occasion like this, it would have been, a misnomer that we celebrate this anniversary without family. And so, for whatever reasons, and also because we felt that today cannot just pass, we invited them, and we are grateful that they responded in the way that they did. Thank you very much.
In your speech, you spoke about the renewal and the program that we're going to expect this weekend that's going to be discussed, especially around the finalization of the terms of reference, if I'm not mistaken, of the Integrity Commission. If you could just elaborate a little bit on how the Commission is doing its work, despite the fact that those terms of reference have not been finalized. And in terms of the renewal of the ANC, there's a lot of, I would say, suggestion or speculation that this GNU really is the beginning of the end of the ANC. Can you just address that?
Can I respond? GNU can be beginning and the end of the ANC. There is a problem of ideological and conceptual understanding of the tactical maneuver. The tactical maneuver being the GNU in a situation where you are faced with less than 50% majority. The ANC is by far the largest party. The outcry and those who are criticizing GNU have got issues with the DA. And we say let's leave it to history to be the judge. Us, in terms of understanding the GNU, it is a tactical maneuver from an understanding that the ANC suffered a strategic setback in this election. We need to regroup and move forward. At the end of the day, the masses of our people will either retain the ANC in terms of recouping the numbers on the basis of the work that the ANC does in leading the GNU, or otherwise if the ANC drops the ball. At the present moment, we are hard at work, as we have reflected in the 100 days. The country is stable. The economy is showing signs of a great recovery going forward, which will be of great benefit for our people, particularly in programs of job creation. We are winning the war in relation to the question of cost of living, petrol dropping in terms of high prices, and at the same time, the biggest achievement will be that the households must also feel this drop, and that is what is important for us. So the conceptual misunderstanding about what is GNU and the confusion, it's a process on its own that will be appreciated with time. It cannot be the beginning and the end. It's a tactical maneuver in itself. So it is something that the ANC, in terms of its majority, the largest party, it has actually retained. Government is led by the ANC. Many ministries are led by ANC ministers. We've got 10 political parties in government, and we are moving forward very well in terms of the GNU. So what is important is for us to deliver. And then what was your another question? Okay, the terms of reference of the Integrity Commission have been finalized. It's just one or two things that will be wrapped up. The Integrity Commission is functioning very well. This coming weekend, we will deal with matters of integrity to finalize those outstanding issues in terms of the terms of reference. But over and above that, we will get reports that have not been tabled before the NEC with recommendations. We'll also reflect on the past. In the last NEC, where reports were tabled and noted, the NEC will take decisions on those matters. And then we'll report to you after the NEC whether the decisions that have been taken by the NEC on the work of the Integrity Commission. The Integrity Commission must work. It has got our support. We are now post the elections. We are taking the reports of the Integrity Commission to the NEC as promised. The NEC must reflect and take decisions as it is required by the guidelines and also by the guidelines and the resolutions of conference. So this meeting will focus on integrity issues, outstanding cases, terms of reference. Will also focus on the outstanding cases that need to be finalized.
SABC? Mbalula, I just want a clarification question. How many people still need to present themselves before the Integrity Commission of the ANC? Just remind our viewers about that. And then furthermore, have discussions started as to who is or who the ANC will be fielding as a candidate for the mayor of Mogale City? Sis Nongtula, you heard there on stage, Mbalula had said that it's time for Abafazi with Bapaite. Will we be seeing a woman occupying leadership positions come the next conference of the ANC?
You will answer the question that is directed to the SG of the Women's League. The question in terms of what you are directing to us is about renewal.
The Integrity Commission, how many people have presented themselves before it? And Mogale City as well, who the ANC will be fielding?
Okay. I need to clarify the point that the Integrity Commission is functioning and working. So anyone who's facing whatever challenges they are facing, they present themselves. The Integrity Commission then present those reports to the National Executive Committee for decision making. So we've got the reports that we have received, and they will be presented to the NEC. So anyone can present themselves to the Integrity Commission voluntarily, or otherwise they can be called by the Integrity Commission. So the Integrity Commission, when finalizing their reports, they present them to the Secretary General. The Secretary General then present the reports to the officials and straight to the NEC. And then the NEC then take a decision on the recommendations of the Integrity Commission. Those who are affected, if they are NEC members, they recuse themselves in terms of that discussion. So that's what actually happens. We have not finalized Mogale City, and then when it is finalized, we will interview and then take a decision about who's the candidate. At the present moment, the province is coordinating those activities, and at the same time, we're working with them to finalize.
Thank you. SG? Okay. Thank you very much. I think we take the challenge. We accept the challenge from what the SG said of the ANC said earlier on. And for some reasons or another, there's a specific position that he mentioned of the national chairperson. So I think that's what you are interested on. Well, in any position that is available and where we have a leadership that is a woman and ready and fit to stand the test of time and have all the capabilities and qualities that are required in terms of the criteria from the guidelines. And if that comrade meet all those requirements, we will occupy any position, not only that of the example made by the SG, but also even that of the president or even the Secretary General position for that matter, if it's available. So we are declaring if that is the issue, that we are going to capture and close all the runs and occupy any space available. But we are always very clear that it should not be done on the basis of a quota. It should be done because a comrade has met all the requirements, because there are guiding document, there are internal processes of the organization of the ANC that would then guide us at a branch level, because it is the branches of the ANC that decides and dictates as to who must then be occupying a particular position in a conference of the ANC. And because we are members of the Women's League in good standing, therefore, we are members of the ANC and we have interest in those positions. We always say the time is now and the future is female. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, yourself, sister, and then we'll end with Linda's news of
All right, thank you very much. My name is Mbalula from the Sunday Times. This is for the SG of the Women's League. Your honest reflection of the state of...
All right, so that's the situation as it unfolds for you at Croesus Cemetery in Johannesburg. The ANC leading a wreath-laying ceremony there in memory of struggle icon Albertina Sisulu. And as expected, journalists taking the opportunity to ask her about a whole range of issues, including concerns around gender parity still within the ANC's leadership group, and of course inevitably about the government of national unity and the many people who've spoken against it, even within the ANC alliance itself. The SACP are still making news, at least if the Sunday paper is anything to go by.